And we are live. Thank you for tuning into the 2018 Blue Ridge Disc Golf Club Championship. Woo! Held at Walnut Creek Park. We've got Jim Cady versus Mike Maslin, and hey now, we've got Jim Cady on commentary. That's right, El Presidente.
Yeah, what's up, gang?
That's right, you see a little graphic of the park there. A little suggestive, but, moving on.
Yep, Walnut Creek Park.
Doesn't really show you much of the disc golf, but yeah. Okay. Oh, something's starting to set in. I like to think Kent from Smoke Tap House and Ed from Front Runner Signs. And a name I can't quite make out at the bottom. Yeah. It's a little enjammed.
I think it says Tam Daly.
Tam Daly. Thank you for Tam for photographing this.
Yeah.
These are moving pictures, y'all.
Yeah, bracket of players to make it to the final two.
I'm stoked, man. Seriously.
Yeah, so here we are walking out to hole one, which is a tough starting hole, 379 feet. I think a forehand flex shot is probably the only way to get to the basket. I think you'll see Maz and I both lining up that same throw.
And here it is. Now you're playing a long layout. There's the short basket. That was for the earlier rounds. These are the big boys.
Yeah, not going for that basket. We're going past that. So that was a great throw for me, but I'm still 70 short approaching.
Now Maz has the distance to reach where you are, or even get closer to the basket. Let's see if he can break one off here.
Yeah,
and it's a little early on the turn.
Well, that's a very overstable disc, probably one of his more stable Star Destroyers, and just doesn't quite carry the turn as long as it needs to.
So he's got a hard turn here out of the woods, and he catches an early branch.
Ding!
That's our first tree count of the round.
One of many, no doubt.
And good upshot there from Maslin, so he'll have a look at 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is my drive. That was probably as good as it gets for me.
Great drive. And, catch a root. Good reaction on the ground there.
Absolutely. I was going long with my zone if I didn't catch that root.
And while we see, Maz getting a little refreshment.
Yep.
We have our third place finisher, Chris Fonts, putting out.
Yeah, he's playing Brian Sword. They only play a couple holes, and then Brian has to leave. And Chris Fonts takes third place in the match.
Haven't heard if we're going to allow Brian back into the club, but congratulations to Chris.
Hole 2 is over the water here. We're throwing over a cove, and it's a tight gap off the tee. I'm trying to just pound a forehand out there.
Yeah, you're aiming there at cameraman Tom, but ouch. There you go.
Ding. Our
second tree hit of the day into the drink. So you'll be taking a penalty stroke there.
Oh, yeah, throwing from a drop zone.
And Maz, trying to take advantage of your mistake. You're not happy.
Yeah. Shout out to Martin's Grill there. I think Maz works there.
And he's caught the same tree? Wow, unbelievable. That's unfortunate for both players. Maz did not go OB, so he's going to have to play from his difficult lie.
Yeah, it doesn't have the OB stroke, but it's still tough.
It's a penalty for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
And he throws a big hyzer from the forehand.
Yeah, you can see his disc out there by that tree.
Jim. Who said Jim?
Right.
Jim.
And a little controversy off the tee from the drop zone. You were throwing and were interrupted.
Yeah, scandal. Right in my backswing. How dare he?
What's up?
I got your disc.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Ouch. Well, more on that later. We see our gallery, our infamous gallery, gathering in the background.
Yeah, that's Bryce and Annalisa. We had a small gallery following us here, which was fun.
And you're lining up your putt.
This is for 4.
Okay. Circle 4.
I take a circle 4, Maz takes a natural 4, so we push the hole.
Exactly. So it's 1-0 Cady.
Yeah, hole 3 here. This is a long one, out of my reach, 380 feet uphill. And I'm trying to just play, kind of onto the hillside near the woods. And
you line up the backhand, and it's driven into the hillside. Not a bad approach, but you'd like to be closer than that.
yeah, absolutely. I just throw that low and get a little bit of extra turn on it accordingly. And
Again, Maz has the distance to take advantage. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
He's built right for disc golf. You know, a 6'4" lanky kind of guy, and not unlike the Lazats and McMahons out there.
The fishes of the world.
Yeah, the fishes of the world. But he throws that one nose up and just hyzers out, and you don't want to be left on this hole.
He's got a lot of distance to make up. This is 60 or 70 feet up to the mouth of the woods, and he hits the gap.
Yeah,
And dances through, so it's not a bad approach.
yeah, fantastic forehand roller. That's what he was hoping for.
All right, so you're lining up from your position here.
Yeah, just trying to flick it in towards the basket.
You've got a couple little lanes you can use here. Oh, thinking about it. There we go, and wow, you've gone a little wide.
Yeah, I throw that wide. In retrospect, I made the wrong choice.
You
It's
said,
okay.
yeah, you were throwing, what there, a driver?
Yeah, I threw a driver. I should have just thrown a zone, which was silly, but there's Maz for his 3. So I do still have an opportunity to take a point on the hole if I convert on this putt from the woods.
So here we go. So you've got a tight line through the woods. And, well, you knew that was no good as soon as it left your hand.
I knew it. Yeah, just hyzered it, fluffed it, not committed, not happy.
Maz cleans up, and you push again.
Push, yeah, hole 4, one of the shorter ones in the blue layout. We both of us could reach this hole, forehand or backhand. I'm going to try a forehand just to make sure I stay in position.
Where did you get that hat there, Jim?
Stole it from Hana.
The military guard?
Nope, no, I mean, it looks like Carhartt, but it's, I think it's an off-brand or something. It was...
The blockhouse hat.
Oh, God. The one in the picture. My mistake.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Maz lining up his drive.
Yeah, Maz very methodical on the tee, and I feel like that can help a player with consistency.
I mean, he's got a great routine, but at this point, again, you can see it, the fatigue on his face. It's a long day of disc golf.
Yeah.
But that might help.
Yeah, that could help.
Here we go. Long approach, and he's getting some good distance here. But he's still got a lot of work to do from that position.
That's about 40, 45 short. He overturned that a little. I'm trying to play a forehand hyzer towards the cameraman there, and then hyzer to the pin.
And it stays a little too straight for you.
Yeah, this is just a little nose down out of my hand.
That's your other zone.
ESP zone, yep, one of my favorite approach discs.
And you're looking at similar distances. Let's see if either one of you can make a long putt opportunity work. And you're short to the left.
Yeah, it's just non-committed, not feeling it at that point.
Let's see if Maz can get a point here.
Yeah, here's an opportunity.
From 50. Oh, he's just right pro side, but it's not in.
Yeah, it's a good bid. Good. At least his was chain high, and had a chance. Here he is to get his 4.
Good focus there. And so refreshing.
Refreshing. Yeah, we pushed the hole.
Moving on, 1-0. We're playing 9-hole layout. Oh. a little suspense there.
Yeah.
From the prez. What? Anything to say?
Not much other than hole 5 being the longest hole on the layout, 600 feet.
You're getting in the zone, as it were.
Well, yeah, I throw zones, I get in the zone.
That's your thing.
I'm trying to bite off at least half of this 600 feet. 400 would be
And
nice.
you give it a good little pull, but don't quite crest the hill.
That's as good as I can throw a disc. That's a full flex for me.
That's great.
Domeyer.
There we see him. Club fave, Eric Dobmeyer, on the scene. And you can see a little condensation on Maz's breath. It's a cool day. The sun is setting.
Yeah, so methodical on the tee.
It's
I
close
like
to
that.
what, 4:15?
Maybe close to 420.
Hard to say. Maz rips one down the gap. And if he can crest the hill, he'll gain a little flare at the end. And there we have Eric again turning up. Great to see him stick around for the final couple holes.
Yeah, Maz gets me by a few feet on that drive.
Now you've got a difficult right to left crosswind, but you play it okay with the driver to cut down to the ground, but oh no.
Yeah.
What's this?
Just unfortunate roll. I threw an FD3 there and just stands up on me.
Yeah.
It can happen on a slope green like that.
It's a stable disc.
Yeah, I'm not too unhappy with that. I would have loved to be closer for my 3, but I'm putting a little pressure on Maz to get up there onto the green as well.
And we would typically see him, but he leaves this a little high.
Yeah, wind really gets under. He threw a rock on there, and that gets under the flight plate of his disc and pushes it.
All right, so we've got a long chance to take the hole. And you've left that a little right.
Yeah, at least I got that one chain high, but pulled it a little out of the hand.
Again, very windy out in the open spaces here at Walnut Creek, so
Yeah.
you can't tell that on camera, but they're dealing with wind all the time.
Ooh!
And wow, from the rugged terrain.
Yeah, Maz gives that one a bid. That was a great effort from where he was, and I'm picking up those discs, giving us both the
He's regular
putts.
Jeb Bush on that one.
Here we are, hole 6, 473. Very uphill though, and the blue tee is across a creek. Very difficult drive. You're really just trying to put your disc up past the cameraman, Tom there, and give yourself an approach.
Would you like to talk about your hat?
I mean, the one I'm wearing or the one in my graphic?
Your graphic.
Okay, that hat was, I found it at the Block House. I aced a hole out there.
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yeah, the Grange. And, aced a hole and found a hat nearby and plopped it on my head and, for a good photo op.
The rest was history.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Maslin. Lining up his drive. Again, he's going to try and push this backhand past the cedar out into the open fairway. And it just turns a little early.
Yeah, it's just a little too high, sir. Ding, he catches the tree. Curls up nice, though.
It's a soft tree hit, but technically a tree hit.
Yeah. So we're both kind of, farther than ideal from the pin.
Now, the brothers Barger have taken over as caddy at this point. That's got to help you out a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm not used to having a caddy, and Thomas being mine and Andrew being Maz's caddy was, super helpful. We're both super fatigued and playing accordingly.
And let's give Thomas the shout out at this point for both tournament directing and caddying in the final round.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst other things, which will remain nameless.
A true jack of all trades.
All right, so you set up a long putt there, but you can get close to the pin. A little more difficult for Maz, positioned close to the short pin, and he's sailed down the hill. He's got to be careful about OB here.
Yeah, it curls up so he doesn't go OB, but that was close, and I think I've got a pretty bad death putt from where I am, so I'll be content to put this one at the pin and put the pressure on Maz to make his putt for a 4.
And that's about as good as you get when you're laying up.
Yep. Don't have a lot of practice laying up, but turns out it's okay.
And Maz with his long putt, but
Good bid. That was long and uphill.
It's another push.
Yep, I'll pick us up here, and no, I win that hole actually. That was Maz for 4, and I was under the basket for 4.
To be fair, I blanked out there for a little bit.
Hole 7 is 322 feet. One of the more reachable holes. It's downhill and given the distance, but
Another tree hit.
bing, it's a pretty tight gap off the tee. It's a makeable gap, but I pulled mine a little bit.
Maslin, methodical.
Absolutely.
Here we go. And I think he's caught the same tree.
Same thing. Pulls his a little bit. So easy to do in that gap.
So you'll both have difficult upshots from here. You can see, wow, the extent of trees here. And there's another one.
Another one. I'm trying to forehand Annie just to get myself partway up there and catch another tree.
Now, Maz, not much of a better spot. Let's see if he can bend this
What's
around.
not on the ground by that tree there?
Looks like a cold soda to me.
It does.
And he's over the ravine, so that's good.
Yeah, across the creek. He'll have a easy 4, opportunity for 3, and that's putting me in a tough spot where
Now, this is
I
your
need to
3.
get up there. Yeah, this is me for 3 currently, so I've got to get down to the green.
It's a flesh-colored zone. And you've caught a tree.
Yeah, ding, another one. Man, not my hole. So if Maz puts this under the basket, I would need to make a miracle throw and
And he's missed it, but he's got a safe putt after that.
exactly. He's sitting there about to putt 4, and here this is me 4-4. So if I don't, ding, yeah.
There you go. He takes
There
the
we go.
hole.
So he takes the hole. We move on to hole 8, tucked up in the woods.
And it's a lovely hole, 346 feet long to long. From short to long, we've seen a lot of hammer throws.
Oh yeah. Now short to long is dang, man, what a gap. They're both tough tees. This is a tough hole in general. I'm just trying to throw something vertical and make this gap. I'm trying to throw it down towards Tom again.
Little tomahawk. And you've almost hit Tom with the tomahawk.
I came close. He was pretty much right where I was aiming. So Maz, this is
Now,
really
he's
not a great spot.
But he's got to get close to the pin to push the hole or to take it.
Yeah, I'm not in a good spot, but I'm in a better spot than
And
this.
he gets around a lot of confusion there.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as he could do. I'd say he's probably 50-60 from the pin.
But I think you just sawed off the shot of the round.
It was kind of sawed off, wasn't it? It was tighter than I wanted, but I somehow got up there to the pin, dropping in 3, really putting the pressure on Maz.
And remember, folks, we're only playing 9 holes, so
yeah,
2 to play.
yeah, he has to make this putt.
This is it for the championship. Well, gosh darn it.
Yeah, dang, another one. You see the counter.
And
a lot of trees.
I know you didn't want to win that way, but you'll take it with a great shot and a great tap in.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
neither of us were playing particularly well.
It's a long day of disc golf. It's a difficult struggle, but you were victorious here in the end.
I was indeed, one time.
And those are the type of putts we like, drop-ins.
Absolutely, my favorite kind of putt.
And you can address the fine people here after your momentous victory.
It's been a long day of disc golf, lots of matches played. We did play a match play. I'd like to thank all my friends for sticking around here and watching. Thomas for volunteering to caddy for me, and also Thomas for TDing the event, Club Championship 2018. Yeah, thanks everybody.
Jim, would you say this is your last act as president?
I wish. Probably not.
There you have it. Shaking hands. good friends, banging chains and stacking dollars.
Get in the bag. Dang.
What are you gonna do with all this cash?
Maybe buy a bunch of Star Destroyers.
I hear they're going cheap.
You know, not have to throw the world anymore. But
Innova needs a new signee.
hey, there you go. Great shooting, man.
Yeah, you too, dude. Fun to make the final two.
All right, kiss.
Yeah.
Jim, will you be also providing commentary on the round?
Oh my god. Yeah, sure. It's so ugly. Honestly, I think we'll get more hits if it's titled like fails compilation.
Fave, yeah. It's
round.
fave disc of 2018.
Fave disc of 2018. Holy crap.
3, 2,
Pro Destroyer.
classic.
Yep, simple. That's the one good drive that we recorded on hole 5.
All right, yeah, we gotta set this down.
Okay.
Okay, and that about wraps it up. Banging chains and stacking paper. If that's not what disc golf is all about, I don't know what is.
Oh yeah, I'm fitting to go pro.
Well, congratulations, Jim, El Presidente, Katie.
Thanks, dude.
1X championships. That's great.
Yep.
And we'd like to thank everyone who was involved in the production once again. Smoked Barbecue, Frontrunner Signs, and Tam Daly Photography. That's right.
Yeah, and thanks for getting out there yourself, Fish, and filming.
You know, I'm glad he finally let me hold some hardware and, contribute a little bit. You know? But we're very happy with the increase in production. And we're very happy with the increase in controversy provided by one Bryce Jackson.
Yeah, the doc.
2 times, but not this time, Jack. It's Jim. Jim Katie is your 2018 Blue Ridge Disc Golf Club champion. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks, gang.